What is up, Pats Nation? It's Patriots Global back here with another video, and in this one, we're going to be talking about how the New England Patriots have made another free agent signing. This one's a very interesting one, as they have signed fullback Danny Vitale. Now, Vitale is still a young player in the NFL. He's just 26 years old. He's a 6 foot, 225 pound fullback. He was originally drafted in the 6th round of the 2016 draft by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, currently, we do not know the terms of the deal. We don't know how long it's for. We don't know how much it's worth. If I had to guess, I would definitely say that it is a low-budget deal. I don't see him getting a big, high-money grade type of contract, just for the sole purpose that he's been around the league quite a few times already. He really isn't anybody of too high demand, but I will be curious to see on how long it is. I wouldn't be surprised if it was just a 1 to 2 year deal. He appeared in 20 games over the past 2 regular seasons with the Green Bay Packers. He entered the league, like I said, as a 6th round pick out of Northwestern, where he really played the hybrid role, super back type of fullback position. He really was your average fullback. The great thing about him, though, is that he served more as a receiving fullback. That was his main purpose. I mean, he eclipsed 1,456 yards and 11 touchdowns from scrimmage. Now, when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers did sign him, he didn't make it to the regular roster. He actually spent more time on their practice squad before he got signed to the Cleveland Browns 53-man roster, in which Vitale checked into 24 games and made 9 total starts. He did suffer an injury, though, while he was with the Browns, and that's when he got put on injured reserve. And then in the fall of 2018, he ended up landing with the Green Bay Packers. In his entire career, Vitale stands with just 1 carry for 3 yards and 15 catches for 145 yards, which again goes back to my point that he's going to be more of your receiving back, okay? He's a receiving threat at the fullback position, which the Patriots really don't have in their fullbacks. And of course, the most interesting part about this is the fact that the Patriots went out and they signed a fullback. The Patriots never do that, okay? It was shocking when the Patriots went out and they got Jakob Johnson, who really more so was assigned to the Patriots rather than the Patriots going out and grabbing him. This move definitely raises a whole lot of questions going forward, especially because Patriots star fullback in James Develin, he came off of a very brutal and serious neck injury that put him on IR for really the entire season. Nothing has been said about James Develin and his injury, if he'll be back, if he'll be good, but we have heard some rumors that retirement could play a potential part in this. Now, the good thing is that the Patriots do have Jakob Johnson. Now, Jakob Johnson was doing pretty good there with the Patriots when he had to fill in for James Develin, but he didn't last very long because then he got injured. The Patriots then had to look to tight end Eric Tomlinson to be a fullback. Then they had to look towards the defense, and they had Landon Roberts as their fullback for a little while. So this move definitely raises the question on who's going to be the Patriots' starting fullback next year. James Develin has been a staple for the New England Patriots, okay? He's been a guy that has provided really, really great blocking, both in pass protection, but also in the run game. That's a big reason why the Patriots' run game did not go as planned last year. They lost their fullback, their big leading fullback, who played a big part in their success in the run game back in the 2018 season. Another thing that the Patriots love to do with James Develin is really punch it into the end zone when they were at, the 5 to 1 yard line in the red zone. The thing here is that Vitale definitely is not going to bring that aspect to the Patriots, okay? He's definitely going to be faster than James Develin. He's going to be way better of a receiving threat than James Develin, but he's not going to be as hard to bring down, I would say, as James Develin, just because of how big and bulky and strong Develin is, but also for the fact that I don't see Vitale being as good as a blocker as James Develin is. Going forward, the contract for Vitale will say a lot more about the move. It will say a lot more about how the Patriots view him and potentially how he's going to be with the Patriots going forward. This includes how long is the deal, how much money is it worth, how much of a signing bonus is there, and is there any incentives in his contract? All in all, though, I do like the signing. I think it's a very good depth signing, especially when you look at the fact that Bill Belichick loves fullbacks. Okay, he views it as one of the most important positions, and fullback in the NFL really has gone away. There's only a handful of teams that truly do use a fullback anymore. And then with Jakob Johnson and James Develin both coming off of season-ending injuries, of course, you're going to want to have some reinsurance there. Of course, this doesn't necessarily mean that James Develin is going to be leaving. We have to remember that the Patriots offense is going to be changing. It's going to be different than we've been used to over the past 19 to 20 years with Tom Brady. So the Patriots could potentially be doing something to build a new type of offense. But of course, that's all with time to come. But that's going to be it for today's video. The New England Patriots signed fullback Vitale. Let me know all your thoughts on this in the comments section below. Like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe to the channel for all of your New England Patriots content. But other than that, I'll catch you guys in my next video.